out of practice for this thing. Alright, here we go. There we are. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. So welcome. We're back at it with my to-go cups. I'm gonna try a different way to lift them up. But honestly not too bad with just my hands. So we're gonna do that instead of the what is it called? The pot lifters. So I'm making my to-go cups. You can see them on my Etsy and my website. And those are isacarrceramics.com and isacarrceramic on my Etsy. First pull is kind of like a volcano. And then I'm gonna pull straight up. I'm really kind of digging in on the bottom. Let me fix this. The camera. Fix the camera a bit. A little bit better. There we go. All right. I don't know if you guys can see the smoke, but I'm doing my incense right now. Everything on the wheel is very slow because if you think about it, you want to do one pass around before you like move your hands up a bit. Now I'm just gonna get all the water out from the middle, because I don't want any water on the inside. It's my wooden knife. I'm just gonna use it to cut this little bit off. And now is my time to really make this flat. It's called a rib. I'm gonna add some water because the water makes it so my hands kind of move and slide with the clay. Nice and flat. So these are my white ones, my white to-go cups. And then I also have blue. I also have green ones. Oh my gosh, hi Sam! I'm actually drinking from one right now. So this is my to-go cups. This is my coffee. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done a stream, so okay, I do need one thing, and that is actually outside. 1 second. This is my sponge and a stick. Oh, thanks, Sam. I honestly still need to figure out how I can text on this thing myself, but I don't know how. I'm not very good at this. I gotta look it up. Cause I feel like that's a thing I should be able to do myself, but I'm just not good at it. I'm just not good at figuring that shit out. Anyways, okay. Now we're gonna do my wire tool. So I have a huge bucket here. Let me see if I can show you guys. You guys can see. So it's already pre-weighed. I'm gonna kind of lift this up and twist it a bit. We're not using pot lifters today because, I don't know, I feel like maybe I don't need to. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe they're just extra pieces that, you know, extra tools that I really don't need. So we're gonna not. Hello, virtual traveler. Oh my gosh, Chaos Whisper. I feel like you've been in this stream before. I don't know, it's been so long, so I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, virtual traveler. Ooh, I got a little hair of mine in there. Welcome back to the stream, guys. It's been so long since I've streamed. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I was in a rut for a little bit. So I was just doing some of my own stuff, my art pieces. I think I've always said this, where it's like, when you do ceramics, or any hobby, when you put your hobby into actual work, it definitely, I was gonna say kind of, but no, it definitely changes its, also I'm looking at a mirror, so, anyway. I see what you mean. I type on PC. Yeah, I think maybe that's it, is that they have PC, those streamers. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it definitely changes its tone from, you know, your hobby, your passion. Well, I mean, it's still my passion, but it changes its tone to work. And, you know, I'm gonna use a sponge on a stick. What am I making? I'm making more to-go cups. I feel like I'm always making to-go cups, but you know what? I do have to make pastables, so pastables will be on the to-do list, and also on the to-do list, so these are my to-go cups. On the to-do list is also matcha whisk holders, which, where is it? Right here. The perfect size matcha whisk holder. Look at this. Perfect. It's a little bit, push it down a bit, but anyway. Don't look at this to-do list, okay, everybody? That's a bad to-do list. I need to redo it. But anyway, back to my story. I'm getting back to making my art pieces and for myself instead of like, you know, for the name of art instead of for work. I think it's a different tone, and ultimately I feel like you make the art comes out better if it's in that exploration stage versus, you know, I don't know. You get what I'm saying. I hope. Let's push this out a bit more. So I have all the same balls of clay weighed out. I have 1 pound and 3 ounces, so there you go. I don't think I've ever said that before, my like actual amount, so there you go. You could write that down and you can use that. Making it nice and round. So after this, I will actually add that topper that you see. Blah, blah, blah. You get me. You get me, virtual traveler. So yeah, I think also, I think I never really quite bounced back from the holidays. The holidays were so intense for me, and I was just working so long and just packing so many orders. Okay, I'm gonna lift it up and twist it a bit when I lift it, so it's gonna, oh, that's how you lift it up. You don't just lift it straight, you gotta twist it a bit, and then, okay, remove that one. Anywho, yeah, this is like the first, no, I guess I did production a little bit earlier, like a couple weeks ago, but it's been a while since I've gotten back into, hi Tony, oh my goodness. I know, I definitely did. I had such an intense holiday season, and that was my first time doing, thank you for the happy poop, Tony, by the way, that's very sweet. My first like holiday season of doing ceramics full time, and also doing on Etsy, and I think Etsy was really cool to have open. Okay. Oh man, sorry, hold on. Poo-poo. Let me move this a little bit for you guys, because it's oh gosh, it's not quite there yet. There we go. Anyways, I don't even know what I'm saying. It doesn't even matter. Okay. That's something. I did do production a little bit ago, and I just could not, I could not throw. Like, I think today I'm throwing pretty good. I just was not throwing right, and I was talking to one of my friends, one of my artist friends. She was like, well, you know, I've noticed that, you know, if my head is kind of foggy, I can't really throw or do art. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. And I think that was what was happening. I think I was just too foggy. I don't know, do you guys get like that too? Like too much stuff is happening and you're a little bit sad, and I don't know. I get like that. Oh my gosh. Is it the first gift of 2026? That is crazy. I don't even know. Oh my gosh, my sponge. It's a little dirty. Alright, let's make this thing flat. Oh my goodness. It is. I am so thankful for you, Sam. I do not know where my brain would be at if I did not have my moderator. I would be crazy. I'd be crazy. Alright, here we go. Another one. You're doing pretty good. I also realized I think I pushed myself too much when I'm doing production. I try to make like 75, and then I think I realized people don't make that many. I don't know. The time. I don't know, or maybe they do. I don't know. So, I'm just gonna try for 25, but I have 50. Around 50 of these. So we'll see what we get to. But another one. I need to remember to have a bit of a bottom here. I think I go too far down. Here we are. We're doing very equal pulls, which is great to see. Indubitably. I used to love those videos. Okay, that's it. There we go. Perfect. Black bean burger. You know, there's a place in Santa Cruz, you have to try it, and they do a black bean burger, and they like have their own farm. I think it's called Pretty Good Advice. And that place, so good. Everything's like farm fresh. I didn't even know it was vegan at first. Because, you know, I feel like a lot of vegan places, like, I don't know, some of them are not very good. But, you know, you try. I try them. I'm not vegan. But I don't eat that much meat. I don't know. Do you guys eat a lot of meat? I feel like that's like an American thing, is we eat a lot of stuff. You see that? The top. Oh, hello, TM! Oh, it's so good, Sam. You gotta try it. If you're ever in Santa Cruz, you gotta go. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so happy that you just stopped by. I gotta get back into the swing of things. Where is my sponge on a stick? Here it is. I'm just getting all the water on the inside out. Because if you think about it, like if I leave that water there, it's just gonna turn back to mud, and then it's just gonna deteriorate the bottom, and then I'm gonna have cracks actually, which is not good. Alright, that looks good. Okay, let's get this thing out of here. Alright, twist it a bit and pull it up. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I have pot lifters, which let me show you what those. Okay, I don't have them. I don't have them with me. They're outside, but they're pretty much just two metal things that you kind of just like lift it up with. But my thing, those worked, but then I was noticing some like warpage of each piece, and so they kind of would be a little bit warped. Yes, I have my incense going. I'm trying to make my first time back into the studio as pleasant as possible. So I had it over here and it was just like fully like smoking me up and smoke everywhere. Oh my gosh, thank you, Patrick. Patrick's sweet. Isn't that one thing, guys? Isn't that one thing? That one thing? That one movie? Oh my goodness, who is that? Who is that? Happy little accidents. Our glaze It's gonna smell very good for this batch. Is going to have the most. This batch is gonna be very zen. Very zen. Never seen Ghost, that movie. I'm pretty sure, isn't that one Ghost movie? Never seen it. I don't know. 100K. I'll have to watch it, but. Ooh, talking about stickers. I need to make some stickers. I have this vinyl cutter. I got a vinyl cutter for ceramics, and I think it'd be super cool to make some logo stickers. I'm gonna make this a little bit taller. For everyone wondering how do I make it the same height, it's this thing. So it's a gauge. It's in the foreground, and once I throw it to that height, I know that it is the height that I need. We're gonna pull up a bit from the bottom actually. There we go. That's good. Now we're kind of at there's too much water. I'm gonna just use the sponge. Alright. I need a little bit of water on the inside, and I need some water on the rib that I'm holding, or else it's gonna catch. So, and if it catches, then it kind of ruins the piece. It needs to just be able to slide. Alright, we're gonna make this nice and flat. Wait, is this the one? This one's not as sharp as this one. I'm trying to take off just a bit, so that's why it's kind of difficult. What the hell is this? Let's see if that even worked. Hold on. Sponge on a stick. Hello, baseball. Oh my gosh, it's been forever. Hello, Annie. Welcome back to the stream, guys. It's been forever since I've streamed. It's been forever. I used to play baseball, and then I got kicked out because I was a young lad. I was a young girl, and they were like, okay, you have to switch to softball now. And I was like, if I can't play baseball, I'm not gonna play softball. So I had to stand on business, and I had to keep that up. So I just quit the whole thing. Which now thinking about it, I'm like, why was I so salty? I don't know why. I just couldn't do it. But I wanted to play baseball with the boys. I was like, those are my friends. But I couldn't. And so I just quit. I don't know, how old are you in that type of thing? I was young. For sure I was young. Sponge on a stick. I have tried to just kind of not, with centering, I've tried to just center it instead of like coning and then compressing, but I realized you do kind of need at least one cone for all of the particles in the clay to be the same direction. So while I try to cut corners, it's not ideal. Is that a baseball team? I don't even know. Baseball, if I was to follow any sport, I guess it would be baseball. It would be baseball. I played basketball too. I think, honestly, growing up, I played a lot of sports. I think it was my parents' way to get me out of the house. Volleyball, I wasn't that good at. I think I tried for like a summer camp or something, or like a little camp thing. It was never summer camp, but I'm not good at volleyball. Alright, this thing, I'm going to take out the water, but also once I push this out just a bit, it's gonna lose some height, so I do need to pull up just a bit more. There we go. The movie, The Bad News Bears. What is that? You know, I've realized I haven't seen that many movies. I think I'm more of a TV person and more of a YouTube girl. So, yeah. Which I didn't think of, you know. I don't know, I used to watch a lot of TV as a child. Or, I guess YouTube as a child. Which is wild. I don't know, I think everyone has a category, you know what I mean? YouTube, TV, television, but I think TV and television are kind of the same thing. I don't know, that's my theory. It's just my theory. Let's make sure this is nice and flat before we take it off. Oof. Where's my sponge on a stick? What is that movie about, TM? I'm curious. Okay, we're gonna take this one off. This is my wire tool. Sometimes I use a fishing line, which honestly is the same gist. The problem with wire tools is that they kind of fray sometimes, and this one does have a little bit of a fray, and then it becomes a hazard. because then you can hurt yourself, and I have hurt myself on this one. Perfect. I think, you know, taking it up with my hands, I think is way safer than the pot lifters. If at any point I like kind of like move the pot lifters, they just kind of mess up the piece. And it's hard to keep those things level. I don't know. I want to make something like right here that I can like move on to it really fast, but I haven't thought of a solution that looks nice. Okay, my first pull. I'm into a volcano. I'm really digging with that outside and bringing it up. A little bit lopsided. It's probably because I didn't pull it equally at some point. Which is fine, we'll fix that. Eee! Whoa, this one's getting kind of out of hand. It's about a misfit baseball team. Oh. That sounds like a familiar story. I'll have to watch it. I need something new to like watch / listen. Oh my goodness, listen to. It's like was Cocaine Bear good? Because I feel like I watched it in theaters and I was just like confused the whole entire time on what I was watching. I was like, what is this? I don't know. Maybe I'm just not the audience for it. Alright, where's my things? It's right here. I don't think I'm the audience for Cocaine Bear. I don't think I am. Because, I don't know. Oh, a Little League baseball team. Yeah, that's what it's called, Little League. Yes, that's what I was in. What is the size of this? Because this doesn't look like... I think it's the size. Looks like it. Yeah, it's good. Had to look at my recipe book. Alright, let's make sure this is nice and flat. Oh! Stuff always falls. I spun down a stick. There you go, didn't go far. Alright, let's take this one off. Twist and lift. Oh, that one was scary. That's scary. change my wheels belt because you can hear it so much now. I gotta purchase that. Swap it out. Welcome everybody. I am making my to-go cups. These are them. These are my to-go cups. This is my red clay. This is gonna be my white clay. Coffee brick. And you can see what they look like. I have a lot of white clay designs, and then I glaze them clear, and I decorate them with stamps. And it's called black, or it's called underglaze, but I use black underglaze, kind of like ink. And yeah, you can see those on my Etsy, on my website. They're both linked in my bio on my YouTube, but they're also pinned in the comments. And they're all the same. It's just the same as my YouTube name, Isacarrceramics. And yeah, I think I don't have much on my Etsy or my website of these to-go cups because they've been selling out really fast. So I'm trying to make a new batch really quick turnaround. Do I have any molds I can press some clay into? Like those little holders for incense you burn. I don't know a lot about pottery. No, that's a good, I feel like if you just like kind of play around with clay, you know a lot. You know more than you think. Like a mold I could do my incense with. Yeah, I mean, people definitely make molds where you can like press in. There's also molds where you like pour liquid clay, which is called slip, and then that'll harden and you pull it out of that. Usually it's done with, I guess it probably is always done with plaster. Get a little bit more height with this. And so the plaster kind of wicks the water away. I have a few. I remember I got it from like Facebook Marketplace. This one lady was like moving and her whole garage was just filled to the brim with just any type of mold you can think of. Is injection molding clay a thing? Like I'm kind of think of like when you make a ring, like I don't know. You're gonna have to explain it to me. I feel like I know that term. Usually you pour it into like a plaster, like already, I can actually show you guys, but then I have to get my hands all into plaster. And actually having plaster in clay is not a good thing, because then you'll get these like little popping in the kiln where it'll have like plaster pop. It's called, I don't know what it's called lime pop in your pieces, and that's when you have like plaster in your clay, and then it's actually bad for it. But if that answers your question, like that type of stuff where you pour the slip into the plaster mold, and then after like I think 30 minutes usually, I don't know, other people have like different timing for it, they'll take it out and then they'll let it sit or something. I'm not sure. I'm totally, that's a whole nother realm of ceramics for sure, and it's super technical. Trying to hear what that is. I think that's a squirrel. People do have like plaster, and then they have like regular clay, and they press it in, kind of like tiles, and so they'll do that. It's similar with injection molding. Plastic is pressurized. Oh, okay. I think I know. Not pressurized, I don't think. I don't know. I mean, I need a full thing like that. Brain was fully concentrated on there. I don't know if that would work with clay. more. Pull up and down. There we go. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I'm hearing my. I really need to change the bell on this wheel. It's time. This wheel is, oh man, how old is this wheel? 10 years, 9 years old, and I haven't done any work to it, which is really bad. But it's on my to-do list. Don't look at the to-do list in the back. It has nothing to do with what's happening. Pressurized clay would be very abrasive. I don't know. I don't even know how it would work. I think I have it in my brain of what you're talking about, but I might be thinking of something totally different. I don't know if it would work. Because it needs something to like kind of absorb the water, so that's why plaster is good. I know, it looks pretty good for 9 years, 10 years old. But it definitely doesn't, like that little ticking is the belt I think needs to be changed. But the motor's doing good. That's why I like Brent so much. I feel like they're very hardy motors, so I don't know if you need to do much to them. I don't know about the Shimpos. I have a Shimpo, but I don't use it that often, so I don't know if I can talk on it. But the Brents. Okay, this looks good. Make sure this is nice and round. And then I'm going to use the sponge. What am I making? I'm making, I am making to-go cups. I'm restocking. Right now they just look like cylinders. But if you think about it, like every pot is a cylinder, you know? Everything on the wheel is a cylinder. Hello, Shuriken! Oh my goodness. It's been too long. I hope your tea has been splendid while I've been gone. Yes, I've been great. I've been good. Okay, we're gonna twist this thing off. Twist it. Oh my goodness. We might have a malfunction because I just got a call. I was slipping. Have I ever seen something in the store and said, I can make that? Oh my gosh. Yes, I have. But then I'm like, I can't buy this because I can just make it and then I don't make it. So. It's hard to, I think it's hard for me to, it's hard for me to get, to make stuff for myself because I feel like, I don't know. It's not that it's a waste, but I'm just like, I don't think of it. I don't know. I make some stuff for myself, but you know what? I'm gonna change that. I make stuff for myself. I don't keep stuff for myself. I think there's a difference. There you go. But I guess in all of my pieces, they're all kind of for myself, but I never really keep any of it. Sometimes I do. I definitely think as an artist, I think in production, some great tea lately, good. I think that, you know, you definitely should be using your pieces if you intend to like sell, or, you know, if you're doing functional pieces. I think it's a really good learning opportunity if you use it, versus just like making it and you don't even know how they work. And that's why I'm using my to-go cups. We need a little bit more coffee, I think. So this is what we're making. They do shrink, like look how much they shrink. So anyways, that's all to say. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, that I can make that. Yes. Yeah, I think a lot of us are in that mindset, which I think is so good. And I think I'm seeing more. I don't know if it's just because now we have the internet and people are sharing or what, but I feel like more and more people are creating. Or maybe it's because now everything has kind of lost its, you know, character and longevity, but that's a whole nother thing. Oh, yeah. You wish there was more women like me. There's a lot, actually. I think it's just with the internet. It's hard to market yourself, but there's a lot of us women artists. I have a lot of friends that are women like me, and they do art too. And I think sometimes it's just hard to see them. You know, you don't really see them. Right now, you see me because I'm streaming, but there's a lot more than you think. And I think a lot of people are creative at home. You just never see their art. Okay, twist and pull. Okay, but I don't know why the other one was so slippery. Okay, stay. But that other one was slipping through my fingers. That's an ABBA song. Anyway. Oh no. There's no power during a storm. Oh no. Couldn't be me. I don't know. I feel like I get scared when there's too much rain. I'm like, is the house gonna be okay? Californians are not used to anything, I feel like. Very nervous about everything. A little bit of rain. Is this gonna wash me away? Like, I don't know. Oh my gosh, in the Netherlands, it's cold there right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, that type of stuff, I don't know if I could do that, Tony. That sounds really scary. I don't know. Snow is a whole nother thing. I don't know if I'm made for snow, but I do enjoy snow. I tried snowboarding once or twice. I don't know. It's hard because there's not, you have to drive pretty far for me to get to actual, which I'm calling it snow, which I know everyone makes fun of. When we call it snow. But you have to drive pretty far and then everything's wet and then you have to get back in the car and I don't know. It just seems like too much work for skiing or snowboarding. For me, I wish I was that type of person, but I don't know. Do you have to keep your clay in a special or keep it from drying out? Yeah, so, I mean, I keep it under a tarp. They come in bags and then in boxes. So they come in 25-pound bags. And then 2 of them are in a box. It's kind of like the same as the USPS box. It's like a 8x6 box. And so they're 50-pound boxes. And then I just put those boxes underneath the tarp. And the tarp is underneath a tree. And the tree is underneath the sky. That's for my own. I'm giggling at myself. Okay, this thing is too short. I need to grab some from the bottom. But first, I need to take out the water from the inside. Alright. I'm gonna dig into the outside. And I'm pulling that up. Okay, that's perfect. Leave it. Okay. About a person making bricks. That's hard work, I feel like. I don't know. There's so many different, ceramics is not just, that's like a fun thing to think about. It's like ceramics is not just this, like, oh my goodness. It's not just pottery. Like, there's ceramics in a lot of different industries, like computers, let's think. You guys can probably name more than I can, but I'm thinking of them, like toilets. Toilets are porcelain toilets, which those are super interesting to think about, because like they have to mass manufacture those, and that's crazy. Do I like that movie? Do I like the brick movie? I don't think I've ever seen it, but you can ask TM. TM, did you like that movie? Yeah, I'm curious what it was called too. I should watch that. Yeah, like bricks. Totally different, like, way of thinking too of ceramics. Alright, twist and pull up. Damn. Another one. Okay, wait, how many do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Alright, we're gonna have 14 per thingy. Huge pine tree with all limbs on the same side. Oh no. That's super scary. I feel like with the snow, I'd be even like more scared of that tree. Oh my goodness. You need to plant another tree once that one's gone. But the tough thing when you take out a tree is that it has so much, like, there's so much roots, so many roots. I don't know the right grammar, I'm sorry. But, and then you can't really plant anything there because, I mean, I guess it'll decompose, but that's one thing I want. Changing subject, I guess, but still in the same vein. I really want a worm farm. Compost bin. I think that would be awesome. I need to get one. Full ice, it was terrifying. Oh my god, I can only imagine. Oh my goodness. The winds combined. I don't remember the name of it. It'll probably look, I mean, I can't imagine. Would there be a lot of brick making movies? I don't know. It's such a niche thing, We'll have to just watch them all and figure it out. That sounds terrifying, Shuriken. I don't know. I think I have to live in the snow at least once, you know what I mean? Just to understand the amount of pain. I mean, I see the videos of like the slushies and oh my goodness, like digging out your guys' cars. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I don't know. That just seems. We're actually gonna leave that to the very end because I feel like I always do this now and then taking off making the top nice and flat, and then it kind of just ruins the whole piece because then it's like flat, but then it's like out of whack. Okay, here we go. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to take off a little bit. There we go. It's way better. Around this a bit. I just have the sponge on top and then my fingers are on both sides. But I'm not doing too much. I'm not really moving it. This clay is very damp. Alright, there we go. Just make sure the inside is nice and pretty. And matches that. Who gets nervous from trees? I mean, when a tree is like slanted towards your house, I think I would be pretty nervous. And then you got wind and snow. I think you gotta put yourself in that situation. It's a pretty scary situation. I remember I used to live next to like this grove of eucalyptus trees, and they were really tall. Oh my goodness, they were really tall. And people would park right next to them. So it was like the grove and then parking. And we had a really bad storm, a lot of water, a lot of rain, and a lot of wind. And like 3 of those branches broke and fell. And the amount of cars that got absolutely destroyed and crushed is like insane. And then if you like think about it, like what if someone was there? That would be super unfortunate. So yeah, I mean, if a tree comes down, it's pretty scary. So I don't think we're scared of trees in the sense of like, I don't know, maybe someone does have a fear of trees. But I mean, then trees are everywhere. Like a fear of spiders, but then it's like trees. But I don't know. Trees explode in the extreme cold. Oh yeah, I did hear about that, yeah. And that is super crazy. Because does the water just expand and then it just explodes? Yeah, that's spooky. Who knew? How many people like get injured by trees versus like sharks? I feel like sharks are always like the thing that people like pin them against, you know? Because not a lot of people, I feel like, have shark attacks. It's very rare. So still a couple of big ones. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's spooky. It's nice that you guys did it when you first moved in. Oh, okay. We're gonna use this thing. Yeah, I feel like fallen trees, they can really create havoc. So, no, I think you're rightfully so for being, you know, on the wary side, Shuriken. That's spooky. Can you guys chop it down when it's like snowing though? I feel like that's not, I don't even know. Is that even possible? I guess if it's, I feel like that would be kind of tough because then it's like frozen. I don't know. We need a landscaper up in here for questioning. exaggerated with AI. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a video of them. I just remember seeing a video of like hearing it crack and be like, wow, I didn't even know that was possible. But it does make sense because I guess when it's cold, then the water will expand, right? All right, this looks good. Okay, we're tweaking it too much. We gotta go. Don't go through the forest when it's raining. I know. That might be a good survival. Tip. All right, here we go. Okay, we're done with this one. Let's go put these. I'll be right back. Here they all are. Wow. Wow. Alright, look at this sweet boy. Okay, go bye. Go. Be free, my child. Alright, let's get another handle. Another 14. Here we go. I always watch the show Alone. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's where, like, you know, these people that have lived in the wilderness or, you know, do like work in the wilderness or whatever, and then they apply for the show and then they drop them in the middle of nowhere. I feel like a lot of people have heard of it, so I don't know if I'm just, but I always think that I could survive there, but I definitely cannot. Be like, oh, I could totally do what they're doing. Like, you know, eating berries and identifying plants. I'm like, yeah, I can totally do that. But I would totally tap out in the first 2 seconds. It's so crazy the amount of stuff that they know. It's insane. I'm a big Alone fan. Alone Australia was cool. An AI video of a volcano. Oh my god, in Missouri? That's crazy. Yeah, these AI videos are getting out of hand. I don't get that many because I don't watch them. But, because I think that's how the algorithm, you know, I guess works, is that type of stuff, but it's just crazy. I don't like how Google is doing the AI automatically at the top. I don't know how to turn that off. I'm not in support of it. Oh my goodness. You've met a lot of people. Oh my gosh, they've been in Alone. I can only imagine, yeah. It's like insane how much. I think if I did have all the skills, I think being alone for that long and not talking to people, I mean, you watch it and a lot of people tap out because of that. But I think that's super tough. Like, that's a whole nother thing to think about too. Oh, hello, Asia! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi, Asia. But no, you would not with AC or heat. I know, that's a tough one too. I always think, I'm like, what is the most important thing? I don't know, because I always go back and forth, because like, if you start making your shelter, we're talking about Alone for anyone that's tuning in. If you start making your shelter, then it's like you might go hungry, and hunger is like the huge thing. So I don't know. But then it's like if you don't make your shelter, then you sleep bad. And I think the people that just start making shelters like the super big shelter, or like a super nice shelter, I think that's tricky because they're wasting a lot. Anyways, I can go so into that. I watch it all the time. I need to watch the new one. If there is a new one, I don't know if there is. I was watching Australia, but I just like the Alaska a lot. I think Australia, they went to Mongolia, which is wild. Alright, we're done with this thing. We're gonna use this 106. I like to use this too to kind of like smooth out the bottom. Because sometimes when you just use the sponge, in general, it just kind of picks up all the stuff. The rocks. Oh my goodness, that was tricky. Quick shelter, yeah, and then food. Yeah, I think that's the way to go for sure. Sure, you got it under the lock. Yeah, the people that just do the shelter and then they make it super nice looking. I feel like I would just get, I don't know, they're just spending too much time on it. But I think probably people get tunnel vision and they just start, keep making it. I have noticed, I think the people that get out first are the ones that have the biggest talk on the show. They're always out first. I'm gonna try to use my slip. Oop, did I just move that? Oh no. There we go. Oh my goodness. Summer plans already. Yeah. Oh gosh, this one is. Will it be good? Oh boy. Summer, we're not even. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta figure out my summer plans. Summer's difficult. There's so many things to do. Options, I guess. Options. Alright, this thing. Make this nice and flat. Alright, this needs to be a little bit taller. I'm gonna dig into that bottom. I kind of have a lot of clay at the bottom. Not a lot. I say a lot, but not that much. Alright, that's good. Use my wooden knife. to that little edge. A little bit too tall. Ah. There we go. It's nice and flat. I kind of need these to be flat because when I do my stamps on them, if there's too much of a, you know, lumpiness, it doesn't really work. There we go. Okay. One and a stick. We're gonna get the center water out of here. And make it nice and flat. Well, it's not flat, but have all of the goodness. Alright, we're done with this. Stop tweaking it. That's something with production. I feel like I've said it a lot on stream. And it's kind of like a constant reminder where it's like, I'm not going for perfection. Twist and pull. That thing is off there. It's handmade things, you know, you can't go for perfection. Oh my goodness. Did I push that? Okay. Fine. But yeah. Oh, goodbye, TM. Oh, bye. Bye, Shuriken. Skedaddle. Skedaddle. Yes. Well, we will catch you later. Well, thanks for stopping in, guys. That was fun. It's been so long since I streamed, so it's nice seeing you guys. Alright, there we go. I'm curious. What is this one's? 2. Yeah. I'm just curious, because if this is on the side, and it's 2 inches, that means that the bottom, then I make it 4 inches, which is good because the width of this piece is about 3 3/4 at the top. So just to make sure that it's nice and straight, if that makes sense. If I'm even making sense, honestly. Sometimes I feel like I don't make sense, but it makes sense in my mind. Oh my gosh, 2 months. Has it been almost 2 months? I've been bad about streaming. I know, I've been in a rut. And I haven't been producing, but I needed to produce, so I'm back. But I know, it's been forever, hasn't it? Something was off. Okay, there we go. I think when I don't have I was saying this earlier, when I don't have a clear mind, production and everything kind of just doesn't really quite work. I think I kind of need a little bit of a clear mind to do work. So nothing was quite coming out right. So I just took some time off and reevaluated. I think also another thing was I was streaming way too much. And I was like thinking, I feel like I'm a streamer. And I'm not a streamer. I'm a potter that streams. I'm a ceramic artist that streams, so, you know. Oh my gosh, hello Poison Crow. Is it 3 weeks ago? Oh yes, I did do a live a little bit ago. I'm going at like 30 speed. I'm going easy today. I feel like this is pretty fast though. I don't know, I can't even remember. At one point I feel like I was producing and I was going really fast. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up and pull. My shoes are so dirty and there's so much dirt. I wish you guys can see the floor right now. It's disgusting. It's not even clay, it's just dirt from outside. Poison Crow, oh my goodness. Yes, no, it hasn't been that long, but I did do like one random stream. I seem to be getting a little fast for these cups. I know, I might be. I feel like once I get the hang of it, I get in a little bit of a mood. What's that about? Oh, there's a big plane. And I go a little bit faster. It's all muscle memory for me. I feel like that's with a lot of artists though. Okay, I don't know if this is a thing, but I feel like a lot of the planes are really low to the, like, they're flying very low now, which I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe it's just near me, but I don't know. I just noticed that whenever I'm working outside and then it's like shaking the ground, it's kind of crazy how loud these helicopter army planes are. They're very loud and shakes the ground. Did I have a great okay. Hopefully she sees that. My holiday was good. I was really working. I was cranking these to-go cups out and yeah, it was really tiring. I think that's something that I didn't quite prepare for. But also my kiln was malfunctioning, but thank God now I have it under control. So, goodbye Shook and take care. I hope you have a good afternoon tea. Sometimes I switch the words a little bit, I don't know why. Okay, wait. I need no shoes. Ooh, it's dirty though now. What's up with all this dirt? Yeah, my holiday was good. Super busy, but good busy, so. Yeah, I hope you guys had great holidays. My goodness. Yeah, it's been so long. Oh my goodness. So. It was stormy. I feel like it's supposed to be cold weather, but it's nice and warm. So I feel bad for all of you guys that are like snowed in. But it's nice and warm where I'm at. I did get, oh, that's something. I feel like we talked about puzzles one time. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing great. Oh, wait, I think I just got it. But that's good. I'm glad, Poison Crow. I just understood that you were talking to Sam. Oh yeah, yeah, speaking of cats, that feral cat, I don't know where it is anymore. It's gone. I think either someone took it or I think it might have been taken by coyotes because I've been looking for it, but I've never seen it. I haven't seen it for a long time, about a month or so. Done. Twisting up. Yeah, I'm streaming. The door should be open. I said I'm streaming. Before I hot up. Okay. Hello, Shelly. Play the Ghost song. Play the song from Ghost. You know, I've never seen that song. Never seen that movie, Ryan. I said I'd see the movie if I got to 100K. I don't know. I have never had a desire to watch the movie. I don't even know what it's about. I've asked many people, but I'm like, what? It's about a ghost? They have a romantic, right? Is that what it is? They have like a romantic connection or whatever. I don't know. And then all of a sudden they do pottery. That's my understanding. I don't want the YouTube gods to be upset with me if I play music. The movie is awesome. Okay, well, I'll have to watch it. I'll watch it when I get to 100K. I'll have to watch it then. I don't know. I haven't been much of a movie person, but then it's like, I watch TV shows. It's a romantic movie, okay. I watch TV shows, and those are like an hour long, so it's like, I don't know why I can't sit for a movie, but then I can sit for a TV show. It doesn't make sense. What's really annoying is that new Game of Thrones one. Oh, thanks, Shelly. You will cry for sure. Oh no. I don't know if I want to. I watched Notting Hill recently. That was good. That was a good one, but I don't know. I didn't think that I was into I don't know if I'm that into the rom-com. I guess it's not rom-com, just romance. I don't even know. But Notting Hill was good. Some of it I was just like, it's a little too cheesy. But I think that's like my own problem, you know what I mean? Bongi! Bongo, come here. Let's see if it'll come. Bongi! Bongo, come here. Bongi! Come here. You go a little bit back. There you are. Here. A little bit. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Bongi Chongi. He's such a good boy. He has no teeth, but he loves grass between his gums. I don't know what it is, but he loves it. I think it feels good. It's like an itch or something. I don't know. The O sign. A lot of people say bingo. They're like, bingo. And I'm like, his name's not bingo, guys. His name is Bongo. Bongo Man. His full name is Bongo Man. He is quite a pretty cat. Alright, we're done with this one. Let's get this off of here. That's one of my things that I need to do is I need to go spearfishing. I'm thinking of, I don't know how I'm thinking of this, but it's like ADHD mind, but I'm thinking of the last time we were on stream, we were talking about New Year's resolutions, and I said I want to get into spearfishing because I bought one. And that is one thing that I need to do. I know, spearfishing is cool, I know. I feel like I always think of, I always see people doing it, I'm like, oh, that's so cool, I want to do that. I guess that's what everyone does. They see something cool and they just want to do it. But, yeah, spearfishing would be super cool. I wanna get into that. I gotta do it. I gotta write on my to-do list. Fish wrestling. Who's that new wrestler? He's like Irish or something? I might be totally wrong. He has an accent. His name is like... Do you know who I'm talking about? He's blonde. I forget. He's a cool wrestler. He's getting a lot of commercial deals now. The Irish do have accents. Oh my gosh. Don't you crack me up. No, I think it's Irish. I don't know. It might be. I think he's Irish. I don't know. Sometimes their accents all sound the same. Not that they sound the same, but like. I think it's Irish. He sounded like an Irish one. But I don't know. His name's like. With the B? I don't remember. Now I'm just thinking wrestling. I watched that one show where it was like the wrestling, it just like talked about the wrestling stuff in the early days, in the beginning, on Netflix. When you had a tree taken out, you had the sump ground down. Yeah, but still, doesn't that leave their roots still? I feel like their roots are, you know, it might be because of the soil here is so tough and dry and full of clay that it's hard to plant stuff. I need to like dig it up and move it around. That's a good a really interesting fact. It's like, I remember I was in Yosemite and we went on this like bird watching thing, and we were walking through one area. We had to walk through we had to go off path, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. My goodness, I can't talk. But I didn't know it. But if you like stomp on the same area, actually I learned this in school actually, so I don't know, I guess I forgot it. But if you stomp on the same area, it compacts the soil and then nothing can grow there. So that also might be why. Long story short, is that's what I'm trying to say. Is that when you step on soil, it actually compacts it, and then plants can't grow because the soil is so compacted. Who knew? Who knew? Maybe I think I've learned that in my environmental classes when I was in college, or as some may say, university. University. I should watch the show again. Don't they wear kilts? The fighter? I don't think the fighter does. But Irish people, like the traditional thing, yeah, I think they do wear kilts. Which I think is super cool. There's so many like awesome traditions that different cultures have. And anyway. Oh, Scottish, that's it. Oh my goodness. I apologize, Scottish. Not Irish. What do Irish people have? I forget. I don't even know. Maybe he is Scottish. He might be Scottish, guys. I don't know. Now I'm like super curious about this UFC fighter. I think it's UFC. I don't even know what other ones there are. I'm not too big on the thing. I think. Oh my gosh, his name is Paddy. I think. Paddy. I think. Right? Is that who I'm thinking of? I think that's it. Paddy. TM, you're still in here. I thought you were leaving. I'm happy that you're still here. You made me mourn your absence. Am I thinking? I think it is Patty. I'm talking to myself now. I guess that's what streaming is, though. Patty, I think, right? I don't know. And so he's super funny. I just remember seeing one of his like interviews, and he it was like off season. I don't watch fighting. I don't know, but he was like, the interview was like, "Yo, you don't have a six pack." He's like, "No, I want to eat food." I just thought that was funny. I'm like, ha ha ha, he gets me. Oh god, that's dumb. Ha ha ha, I do that. Yeah. I don't know, he's a funny guy. I like his interviews. Connor, I don't know, I don't really watch fighting. I just remember seeing that and that made me laugh, so I liked him. I don't really watch fighting. I don't know any like celebrity names. I don't really know either. I need to see like faces. So I don't really keep up with that stuff. Some people like, oh my gosh, they keep up with that stuff. It's so impressive. I'm like, wow, how did you know that? Crazy. Crazy what people remember. But or like bands. I don't know, I can't remember bands. You'd rather go fishing. I feel like, I don't know, I want to be a fishing person, but I feel like spearfishing is more interesting. I don't know, I think I'd get a little bit too bored with fishing. I feel like it's very zen, but it's just me. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's chop this off. What I want this to be. The problem is the sponge is kind of falling apart. So that's not good. Because then particles of the sponge get into the clay and then it just creates bad things. And I don't know. But it should burn away when it's in the kiln. Not ideal. You can't remember book titles and author names. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know if it's important to know celebrities. Yeah, I don't know if it's important to know celebrities. It is impressive that some people know celebrities that well, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I mean, it wouldn't be my first thing, you know what I mean? But it is impressive that they that was spooky. Yeah, I don't know. Some people really keep track of like celebrities' whereabouts and things, and it's very interesting. I see it as that's like their hobby. So, I don't know. I think it's cool. I don't think you need if I read something wrong, I'm sorry. Kind of multitasking. Okay, this one's done. Let's get us out of here. I'm doing too much to it. Alright, we're gonna lift this up. Ice fishing would be interesting. I think that'd be pretty tough though. Both like cold wise and like, I don't even know. I guess fish are hungry, so they probably get caught. But the people that live in the you know, when it's like dark all day around, also when it's light all day around, I feel like that's tricky. I definitely plan my day with the sun, so that'd be hard to, I don't know. Ice fishing is so much fun. Okay, maybe I should. Do you guys have like the little tents around you, or you just kind of go for it? I don't know. Then using the fish to fish for a bird. I don't even know how that even works, Tony. Have you guys ever seen a brown eagle? It's not even a bald eagle. It's like, oh no, it's called a golden eagle, I think. And instead of white, it has brown. It's very interesting. Pop up shanty and get a jet sled and pull it out on the ice. Wow. Cause it must be warmer in there, huh? I feel like that sounds super fun. Anisha Marie is living a life. One of my friends, she did it, and she went to Alaska, and she saw reindeer, and then did, what did she see? She saw reindeer, and then she also went into like hot springs. That would be fun in Alaska, I think. And then also ice fishing would be super fun. But then that would mean that you have to go to Alaska when it's like really cold. So I don't know. I don't know if that's possible for me. Alright, there we go. We hit the gauge. A little bit further up. Take some off of this top. Oh my goodness. It's because I'm trying to take off like super close to the top, which is not ideal to do. When you're kind of taking off a little bit, you kind of want to go further down, but I don't want to do that, so we're just kind of going for it. Just a little bit off. There we go. little bit tough. Alright, that's good enough. Oh, goodbye. Thanks for stopping in. I'm scared of taxes. Oh my goodness. And that is where this sponsor comes in. Perfect timing. No, I'm just kidding. I have never had a sponsor actually, which would be kind of cool to have like a tax sponsor. I don't know if that'd be cool or bad. Like a tax software. Oh, man. Taxes, they scare me too. Okay, let's lift this one up. Turn. That's it. Push back. Okay. Okay. We're done with that one. Alright, here we go. Could you paint this? Can you paint "This is my fishing cup" on that tumbler? I totally could. I just got these, yeah, that'd be fun. I should do a fishing, oh, that's a good idea. I need to get some fish stamps then. Maybe I'll make some. I got into making stamps a little while ago. I'm not very good, but it's pretty fun. I actually made my coffee, the coffee to go cup is stamps that I've made, and I took inspiration from online, and they turned out pretty good. I think the stamps were a little large. I think that's something that I realized, but I should make some fish theme, a fish theme to go cups, and yeah, I could totally put that in. But I was saying before I went on that rant about stamps, I just got these like letter stamps, and they're kind of large, a bit, like a ½ inch wide width. But that'd be interesting to see if I can press that in. Do not use. Only use if on the go. Yes, you have to be sprinting with them, with these cups. That's the only way you can use them. I need to make a lazy cup. Alright, this one's like pretty thin. There we go. It's better. Is that the one with the snail, Tony? And he like, the snail like, what? No, that's Turbo. Never mind. How would I make a lazy cup? I don't know. See, that's the thing I have to think of. I don't know. Because these are my to-go cups. And so I have to think of a lazy cup. Maybe like, I don't know. I have to think of it. And my mind goes to that like straw that's like moving. Oh my gosh, Zoe! I thought that sounded familiar, that name. Hi, Zoe. I'm thinking of those straws, you know, like that you connect and then you're like, you have the straw and it's like a really long straw. I don't know. I'm glad that you're enjoying, Annika. I hope you have a good night too. Yes, I don't know. I'd have to think of it. We gotta workshop it, the lazy cup. because I need a spin-off of the to-go cups. I have seen recently. I've seen those. Well, they pop up on my feed every once in a while. But you ever see those cups that like kind of have like the handhold? It's like a little pocket. I think they're called like pocket mugs or something. So that like you can warm your hand in your mug when you have like hot liquid in there. But they just, I don't know. Sometimes I think they look a little bit. Ay! That was a fail. A little bit too wild. All right, we're gonna compress this again. We can save this though. Let's see. It's not bad. It's very slow. You know, construction always takes longer than you expect. I feel like. It's always like waiting for things to come through. But oh my goodness. Recycled coffee cups, you can reuse them. It would be interesting, I was thinking like to make a plaster mold of like a coffee to-go cup. I don't know what that was, but a coffee to-go cup, and then you can make it out of clay. I think Bongo got into the neighbors and dogs are upset. It's not a deal. Hopefully he comes back. Reuse them. Which one? What's that thing? Oh, well. Twisted pull off. There we go. Reuse the plastic coffee cups? I do. I started using them for my garden when I'm planting. Recycle coffee cups you can. But I'm confused, Tim. What am I using them for? How is Bongo? He's good. I don't know. I think he's at the neighbors, and I just heard him got yelled at. So hopefully he's not too much of a menace. It's funny, Asia Marie. I was making it into a ball. Spitballing ideas. Aw, thanks, Asia Marie. That's very sweet. You should do a charcuterie boards. I know. I've been meaning to do more. I've been meaning to do some platters, but this is like the first time I've been in the studio for a while. Okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Tony. Thanks, Adrian. It's very sweet. They take a long time and a lot of sponges. Platters? Yeah, I'll have to do a platter and show my way. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Alright, here we go. Oh, let's get my wooden. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Black Bee. It's very sweet. You have a few points. Oh my gosh, again, thank you. Thanks, Asia Marie. That's very sweet. You guys are too nice. I just have fun making some to-go cups. I feel like I'm always making these dang to-go cups. Which is good. They're my best seller. But I feel bad on stream. I'm always making them. But I gotta make some pasta bowls, so those will be on next at some point. Getting back into what is this called? I'm losing my train of thought. Another one. Aw, thanks guys. Too sweet. Alright, there we go. We're done with this one. Let's get it off. And another one. One thing on my to-do list is to get a wire, and because the wires, like, to buy that wire tool is like $8, which is actually insane. You can buy a spool of wire for that much. Okay, let's keep going. So anyways, I gotta do that. There's a lot of to-do lists, which I need to just take that one down. Will they fit in a car's drink holder? Yes, they shall. Yeah, they should, I mean, I make them so clay will shrink. I make the large ones, like, sometimes I'll have, like, super fat ones, and those ones I'll put out on my, like, coffee shops, because I feel like you need to see those in order to grab them, but they're usually 3 inches to 3.5 inches, so, and they should fit in mini cloud holders. Mine do. I don't know, but from my Google search, 3 inches to 3.5 is like a cup holder size. So, yeah. Oh gosh, I gotta look at this. For everyone to oh yes, that's true. Some people can't roll back unless you've been here for a while, huh? Oh gosh, that is so dumb. Okay, there we go. Sometimes I worry that my neighbors can hear me. Piano wire. I feel like piano wire would be too... Would they survive a 50 miles per hour car crash? Yes, they should go up to 75, but, you know, it's kind of here and there, you know? If they're in the back seat, yes, they shall. Piano wire. You know what would be interesting to do is if I go to someone that does piano repairs or something like that, or like even a guitar, like an old guitar, those strings, I could totally reuse those strings because they just like snap. Oh my goodness, I'm so going to do that because I think I have some friends that have that. That would be such a good way to reuse those too. Good thinking. Oh my goodness. How thick are piano wires though? I don't know. They can't be too thick. These are pretty thin. Also, the miles per hour thing is a joke. I don't know. Some people, I feel like I have to say that in case someone's like, excuse me, you know, you said. But I'm trying to, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy what people will ask you, and you'll be like, oh, whoopsies. So I feel like I have to say that just to save myself. There are people out there that, what is it called, like insurance frauders or something? Yeah, maybe a guitar string. I think that might be the winner, because I feel like those are thinner, right? So I gotta ask around, because that'd be a good way to reuse those, because they just go into the landfill. Maybe I'll ask Guitar Center. It's so strange going into Guitar Center as like, I feel like I used to play a little bit. I used to dabble in guitar, but I was nothing. I knew like a few songs, but I was not anything good. But it's odd going in there because it's so like, I feel so out of place. But I should go in there and ask if they have any like old guitar strings. Actually, you know what? I should just call. I feel like getting older, I don't want to go into places anymore. Let me just call ahead. Reservations. Now I don't like waiting for, oh, hello! Welcome to the stream. It's been forever. Reservations. I don't like waiting for my restaurant anymore. I don't know. I'm over that. Alright, this is like banjo? Is that what you mean? Banjo? But I want to reuse them. I don't want to buy new. I feel like if I'm going to buy new, I might as well just buy a spool. Alright. We gotta get this one off the wheel because it's been forever. We've been twiddling our thumbs on this one. Oh, there's different sizes of guitar strings. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, the large size, I can still use them, but I don't know. I gotta look at them. That doesn't look quite right. Let's get this done. Yeah, guitar is tough. That's all. I crack up. It's too funny. They changed string, it's the guitar right, and the U strings would probably work. Yeah, I think as long as, yeah, okay, I shall. I gotta call them and ask if they'll save some for me. I gotta see about the gauge. I guess the thinner the better, honestly. But maybe I'll just ask them to save them all. And then I have friends at Guitar Center. Can you work at Guitar Center if you don't know how to play any instrument? I think you can, huh? Or do you, like, is it required that you have to play an instrument? So that if someone says, like, I don't know, maybe that's a part of the interview process. I think if they asked me if I was going to work at Guitar Center and they asked me to play, if I can play guitar, I would say yes, because I mean technically everyone can play guitar. Let's see if I can fix this thing. My goodness, look at that. Let's see if this will even last. I don't know. That was just so in my head. I was like watching a version of me in Guitar Center in an interview. I don't know why my brain does that, but Okay, I think I can fix this thing. But now it's kind of moved. That's the whole interview. It's just them just working together. Alright, this thing's gonna be done. Alright, what should I make with this? I guess let's make a base. Let's see if I can make I'm gonna make a snowman. Because some of you guys are in the cold right now. Oh god. I feel like my voice is very monotone at the moment. I feel like that happens when I get kind of tired. Alright guys, it's not working. It's not working. Oh, hello Kevin. Alright, now it is a ball. Johnny, you crack me up. Oh, good morning. Good afternoon. I need to put Bongo. I have this idea of putting some steps up for Bongo because he's getting kind of old. He can't jump that much anymore. I need to put some steps up outside. Greetings from Canada. Oh my goodness. Stop her. Oh man. Can you inform people about what you're selling? I think it's more important. I know, I do need to do that. I haven't been streaming much, so I'm kind of out of the my practice. But yeah, my name is Isa, and I do a lot of production work. But I'm starting to do some more of my like art pieces, so you can see my art pieces on my website too. I feel like you gotta see them to understand, which I just dropped off some more actually to the design stores I work with. So I gotta post those and put them on my website. But I do a lot of production work, so I work with like a restaurant. I work with one restaurant so far, because it's a lot of work to work with restaurants. And I do a lot of coffee related things, like I work with a few coffee shops and I stock my stuff there. It's all start to finish production, and I'm everything. So I'm janitor, I am production worker, I'm manager, I am like the website designer, an email, oh my goodness. I do everything from shipping to making the website and production and even glaze making and kiln maintenance. I do it all. So yeah, it's just little me. Definitely growing some more gray hairs. I just saw some more gray hairs. How's Bongo Man doing? He's good. I think he just got yelled at by the neighbor. I think he was getting in a fight with the dog. He just sits there sometimes, and I don't know. He should be back soon. We'll see where he is. You win some, you lose some. I know. Win some, you lose some. Did I say that? I don't even remember. Bongo man. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit about me and what I do. I haven't been streaming that often. Well, this is like my first stream in maybe like a month or so, because I was doing a lot of holiday stuff, so I heard the Bongo needs stairs, and she and he's getting old. Oh yes, Bongo is getting old. He definitely needs stairs because he likes to perch on the fence, and he's getting old and he can't quite jump up. So I bought the little like L brackets from Home Depot. They're like $1, which is great. And I just need to put them up. Been meaning to. I'm a bad cat mom at the moment. He's suffering. No, he's not suffering. He's just getting older. But honestly, it's probably good for him to jump, so, and exercise like that. 3 weeks. Yep. 3 weeks. I've been gone for 3 weeks. Yeah, I think I needed it. I'm slowly getting back. But I feel like burnout is very much a thing with people that, one, work alone, and two, do something creative. And I mean, burnout's with everybody, you know what I mean? You go on a vacation, you come back to work, and you're just like, shoot. So, anyways, I think that's everything. Now we're going back to Guitar Center. If you mess up another cup, you can make a dribble cup. A dribble cup? What does that even mean? It's been a hot minute, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, even when I'm thinking of just like regular 9 to 5s, like sometimes that's soul crushing. I feel like people need to, I mean, the big corporations need to let us chill for a little bit. But what can you do? Alright, picking up and twisting a bit. And that kind of releases it when you like twist it a bit. When I pick it up with my hands. Alright, 2 more and then I'm finished with that little batch. We're almost done with my bucket. Mass production can definitely give you a burnout. I know. I think I made about 150, 100. I don't know. I think I counted at one point 180, but that might be totally wrong. Of to-go cups in like a span of 2 weeks, maybe 1 week. I think I produced them in 1 week, and then thankfully I had like family helping me during the holidays, so but yeah, that was like a lot of work. I think now I know how much to produce and get ready for going up to the holidays, but just was not expecting it. Thank you, Asia Marie. Thanks, Kevin. Thank you, Asia Marie. That's very sweet of you. I was making them like crazy. Yeah, that was a lot of work. That definitely gave me burnout. So I was looking into making like a mold of these and doing slip casting. So I'd use like really watery clay, and then I make a plaster mold, and then I put that watery clay into the mold, and then it would make these cups for me. But I think I need to do a little bit more research because I'm not very good at mold making. But there's some downsides to that, like you'd have to have a lot of molds. He was getting tired. I was getting tired watching you get tired. I know. We were making too many of the same thing too. I think that was insane. So yeah, I gotta make some more of these getting up to the holiday season. I think also another thing that messed me up during the holiday season was the kiln. I was totally messing up the kiln, and that was not good. But but now, yeah, definitely a funny user error. I got that sorted, and I was like, oh man, I should have Such an easy mistake, but you know, should have known better. I don't know where Bongo is. Bongo! Bongo! See if he'll come back. He might be a little further because I think the dog scared him. Happens. One time he got scared away, I think by some coyotes or something, and he didn't come back for like 8 days. I thought he was gone. But he came back, he was so skinny. What was I talking about? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. There's a bunch of clay. Next year you'll know how to, yeah, I'll schedule better. My kiln won't be out of commission. And yeah, definitely scheduling better. I think I honestly just was not even expecting it. I think that was the biggest thing. I was just like, wait, what's happening? Because I've only been on Etsy for, I think like now it's only been like 4 or 5 months. I haven't been on Etsy that long. And so I wasn't really expecting anything from it during the holidays. But yeah, it did really well. So that was awesome to see. You'll come help me. Oh my goodness. I need all the help. I was getting so tired. Shipping too, I think that's a huge thing that I have not mastered, but since the holidays I mastered it just a bit. Just a bit. All the live streams are trash. Oh no. Twisting, pulling. Okay, good. A little bit nerve-wracking taking it out with my hands, but is Bongo cat? Are you, or is Bongo human? No, Bongo is my cat. He is somewhere. Somewhere. Yeah, he's my toothless cat. Oh my gosh, we have one more and then we're done with this little palette, which is so cool. The feeling is probably mutual. Wait, what? Oh. The weird thing, I think it's the amount of water that's in the bag of clay, but they're supposed to be 25 pounds, so every single time I do like 1 pound balls from the 25 pound bag, I always am like 1 less. So I'm like, dang, I guess I'm just paying extra for like, but it might be water that's evaporating from the bag, but I don't know. I don't know if their weight is off. I should do some Does the clay dry your hands out? Like someone tried to, oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, no, clay does definitely. My hands crack a lot because of the clay. But even before that, I think as a child, I used to wash my hands a ton. I remember the doctor would always say, like, you're washing your hands too much. I was like, what? What does that even mean? Yeah, so I guess that's a thing. I guess you're not supposed to wash your hand that much. So, it's the same amount if you wash your hands. If you wash your hands a ton, that's the same as the clay will dry your hands. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, we're done with this thing. You're done. We're done. Alright. That reminds me of that one show that's in Australia, and it's about like ballerinas. I forgot what it's called. Oh man, I'm gonna watch that show. I feel like sometimes I don't know if you guys are the same, but sometimes I won't like listen to music. I'll just like watch shows instead. Not watch shows, but like listen to shows. I don't know if that's something a lot of people do, but I feel like that's a normal thing. I don't know if that's good for your brain. I guess it's just like a podcast, huh? I just can't find good podcasts. And I feel like after a while, I just don't really want to listen to a podcast anymore. Alright, there we go. You have natural lines on your skin? Yeah. I have to wash my hands, oh my goodness, 10 times a day. That's killer. Yeah. It's not fun. You gotta wash your hands too much. Okay, we're done with this thing. We're almost done with this thing. I need to make this flat. Thing is, when this is not flat, it kind of messes me up when I trim the bottom. So these will dry out a bit, and then I'm gonna turn them over and trim them up at the bottom, and they're gonna be give them a little bit of a foot. There we go. Hello, earthquake. In the BG, what does BG mean? Background, oh my goodness. I got it now. Yes. Oh man. You know what I have been, okay wait, we're done with these. 2, 4, 6, 7, 10, 12, okay, we're done. Okay, let's see the spread. Let's see the spread, oh wow. Very cool. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, back. Why is this red? Someone stole my boards for a little bit when I was oh, I just did that and got dust everywhere. Not ideal. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, we have enough for like 12 more. All right. Walk My Walk by the singer Breaking Rust. Rust? You know, even I'd have to hear the song. I don't know song titles. Some of them I do. But good. Nachos. Oh man, I'm trying to think of what. That's what I was saying. I need to make some falafel. Oh my goodness. I've been. Oh man, falafel. So good. I think that's my favorite food right now is falafel. Falafel, pita, cabbage. I went to this restaurant, they had like this mango sauce. I forgot what it's called. I should know it, but I don't. So good. What's a falafel? Oh my goodness, Tony. Oh my gosh. Falafel is like chickpea. Honestly, someone else could chime in. Chickpea, like, what else? What is in there? It's ground chickpea. I don't even know. But it's really good. And like herbs and like, and it's usually deep fried, but you can put it in the oven if you want a little bit, if you want it a little bit healthier, because I know deep frying is like not the best, but it tastes so good. And then you put it in some pita bread with some cabbage and some cucumber, and oh my goodness, Tony, you have to have a falafel. A falafel sandwich is so good. One time I had falafel from this one restaurant, it just was not good though. So you have to have quality falafel. It can't be dry. Dry falafel is like death. It's so good. It's so good. I don't even know how to explain it. I remember one time I like made it and I was like, you have to have actual chickpeas because they're the chickpeas. Like I didn't want like the chickpeas from the jar. I don't know why. I was like, it has to be. I have to make it fully on my own. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like high school. I was on a falafel grind as well. But now I'm back on it. I forget about food sometimes and then I'll like remember it and I'll be like, oh wait, that food's so good. Oh my gosh. And then the mango. You have to do the mango sauce. Stretching. Oh, that's good too, Sam. Oh yeah, that's good too. My goodness. Yeah. So many good foods out there. I don't know, because I was like, why would I buy falafel if it's kind of, I don't know. I always used to get the other food of the Cubaderes, whatever. My goodness, where is Blanco? From the Google, primary ground chickpeas or fava beans and mixed with fresh herbs, parsley, celery, yeah, spices. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. I might make some later. But I might put them in the oven instead of deep frying, but maybe I'll deep fry. I don't know, I just feel like I'm not much of a cooker, but maybe I'll deep fry. I feel like you just have to have a lot of oil and then, I don't know. Spicy mango salsa, oh, that sounds so good, Asian Marie. How you guys make me hungry? My goodness. My goodness. This one more time. Egypt. I would like to go to Egypt, but I feel like it is a little bit scary. I don't know, I've heard some like, I don't know. I think you'd need like I would need like a little chauffeur. I guess you just don't go to that one spot that's like everyone talks about. Okay, wait. We gotta do this. I'm getting distracted by falafel. now we're at the good, so before when I was first starting it was all watery, but now it's kind of sludge. I guess sludge is not the right word, slip is the better word. So instead of water it's kind of really watery clay, which is, I think is better to throw with because you have more control. The clay doesn't get as watery if I was going to use water versus now I'm using water instead of slip. So I don't know, I think you have more control with this, but some people like using one and they don't like slip, so it's all preference, you know, at the end of the day. Pyramids would be cool to see. That would be cool. I don't know. Right now Peru sounds good, and like hiking, but I'm like, oh, I need to train for that. I feel like the hiking would be intense. I don't know if anyone's gone. And like backpacking. I've never backpacked, so I need to backpack a little bit. And then figure that out. Okay, what am I doing? I need this thing. I need to cut that bottom off. Perfect. I'm gonna use my sponge on a stick. I have a little bit of water on the bottom. There we go. Perfect. City, the lake in the sky. Is that in Peru? Or is that just the same? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't even like searched Peru and stuff. I know about that one, oh man, I'm blanking on the name. It looks awesome there though. So I think I do have to travel to that part of the world. Twist and lift. There we go. Okay. Okay. It's the lake on the mountain of Michigan. Oh, okay. The lake in the sky. That sounds intense. Is that a backpacking trip? Because that's my thing. I don't know anything about backpacking, so I'm gonna have to like research and go on some trips on my own before. I feel like going to another country and backpacking, you have to be, you know what you're doing a little bit. I would not know anything. I'm pretty sure Peru is in South America, but now I'm second guessing myself. My goodness. We took the motorcycle up there. Oh my goodness. That sounds awesome. That'd be super cool. Yeah, now this gives me a... If I'm gonna go Peru, I gotta practice my Spanish a little bit more. I feel like that's a thing. A lot of... I don't know. I feel like America, a lot of US, the US is primarily English, and I feel like everywhere else you learn like a couple of languages, which is just so cool. I don't want to be a one language person, one language girl. I don't know. I need to brush up on my Spanish. Oh, that sounds awesome. Were you guys on one motorcycle or was it like two? I guess because on one motorcycle, I don't know how you even carry all that stuff. I guess you probably, honestly, you don't really need that much. But for a week, I think you need some food, right? You need a little bit of food. Yes, that is it. The Incas. They're very interesting. That whole... I loved history as a kid, but honestly, sometimes I just could not remember anything. For the life of me. It's like math. I enjoyed math, but I was so bad at it. Oh wow. That's super fun. Dang. Yeah, I need to go camping more. I like set up my car last summer for some camping trips, and then it's hard getting out there though with work, but you know what? That's an excuse. There we go. We're done. Another one. All right, we have a couple more. Let's see how fast we can get these done. I think I did pretty good. I honestly thought I was gonna only make 20. But it seems like we're back at it. So that's good to see. I'm not disliking it. Yeah, I tried to do some production like last week, and it just was not going my way. I'm reading chat. I'm reading chat right now. Oh, I throw. National Geographic's, yeah. I grew up watching it. I think now I'm watching like Planet Earth, and that's good too. It just makes me sad sometimes. But I think more kids need to watch that stuff. Alright, we're gonna make this flat. Sheesh, why does this keep happening to me? Hey boy. Alright, let's go back to this. DM, it's so funny. I thought I've mourned you leaving stream so many times. So, oh no. I always lose my chargers. I just purchased more. I feel like I just lose them everywhere. I don't know. Alright, this one's done. There we go. Another one. Is it interesting to watch? I'm glad. I'm glad. Brain rot. Oh man. I know, the amount of stuff we consume is insane. This and make it nice, and you kind of see it's a little bit wobbly, but if I just compress it with the red, it'll alright, there we go. There, okay. The most socializing you've done to me. I feel bad when I just go on rants, and I'm just talking about random stuff, but I feel like it keeps it engaging. Sometimes when I'm like driving, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is such a good story. I need to put that in my brain for when I'm streaming, but I always forget them. It'll come to me right when I stop streaming for sure. Alright, I think I need to pull it a little bit. Oops. There's a little bit of slip in there. Okay. Just a little bit more height, and then perfect. Then we're at the gauge. Alright, perfect. Alright. I need slip on my hand on the inside, or else it won't slide with the clay. And then if it doesn't slide, then it'll just mess up the whole thing. Oh, I just got slip on the floor. Oh, wait 1 second. Do I know how to say penguin in Spanish? You know, I remember, so I took a class. I took clase de español like a year or two ago at my community college because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn Spanish. Oh, my spoon on a stick just did that. And I learned some stuff, but then I need to go back and now I'm doing Duolingo, but I feel like I need to do another class. Because now I'm like, I don't know, now I got it in my head. I think I understand some stuff more. So I have to take a class again. But penguin was, I think, a vocab word. Yep, that's it. Penguino. I hope you're right. Or else I just said something random. How do I like math when I'm bad at math? I don't know. I enjoy it. I'm like, oh, I can do this. And then I try doing it, and then I'm just like not good. I don't even know. I try, and then I'm not good at it. I don't even know. Yeah. I'm really good at Duolingo. I have a streak. I have a streak right now, which I should have my Duolingo like if like everyone else uses it too, like we can all be friends on it, and then we can see who's winning with our XP. Yeah, see, sign language was my language I did in high school, and that was cool. But yeah, lost it all. I lost it all too. Yeah, incense get me in a nice mood. I got some from a garage sale and the best $1 I've ever spent. Massive pack of them. Sometimes I forget about candles. I don't know. I'm not much of a candle girl. I just forget about them. But some people like light them. I'm like, oh, you're so smart to light them. I forget about it. Alright. I need a little bit more from the bottom. You learned it from Boy Scouts. Signing? Or Spanish? Oh, thank you, Mitzi. Or Ms. Misbehaving. Oh my gosh, Ms. B. I want to say Ms. B. I say Mitzi because I know someone named Mitzi, but I didn't read it fully. Did not do. the bottom, taking the wooden knife and taking off this extra little footing. Alright, we're done. We're done. No more tweaking. Alright. This is number 6. 6 left. You had a cat named Mitzi. That's a good name. I don't know, are you guys fans of like cats or like dogs, animals having like human names? I think sometimes it could be good, but I think for me, I kind of like them having, I don't know, like a little bit of funny names. But sometimes the funny names, not like funny names, but sometimes funny names I don't like. But like one time I met a golden retriever named Madison, and I thought that was a little bit too human-like. I was like, it's weird. Sometimes I don't like it. Old English names, that's a good one. Can you clean that clay off yourself? Is it not good? I'll wear a new one. I know I put it on everywhere. We'll do a new one because it is bad to breathe this in. Hold on, let me get a new and improved one. The same exact one, just clean. There we go. It's like I never did anything. Does it mess with my washing machine? They actually don't. I don't put them in my washing machine because I feel like the clay will just mess up all the pipes, and I know some people go to the like community, like the laundromat, and they'll do it, but I have not done that because I just feel guilty. Oh, you didn't mean for me to change it. I know I had some everywhere. It was getting dusty though. I would accidentally hit it and then I would dust in my everywhere. So I think that was a good change. And also I need to stop wiping off my hands because that's a bad habit. That promotes dust. I'm going a little too fast for this thing. What was I even talking about? I even forgot. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. Oh yeah, laundromat. Yeah, I wash them in my sink out here. And I just do like, I wash them like, oh man, they go through a couple rounds of me hand washing. Piece just fell in there. No, I don't do through my washing machine. And I have been told I should go to laundromat, but then I feel bad because then I'm just kind of destroying those, and I don't know. You name your hermit crab. That's a good one. Poor crab. I always wanted a hermit crab. I always saw them at the mall. I thought they were so cool. Like, there would be like one guy selling them. I don't even know. At the mall, and I thought they were awesome. But never got them. Okay, that's not even edited. nice and flat. Perfect. Perfect. Do you need, are hermit crabs like social? Like, do they need more than one hermit crab, or are they just like, I don't know. Like, what do they do? I don't know. %, battery, no. We're gonna make it to the end. I only have 5 left after this. We're gonna make it. Twist it up. Oh my gosh, I gotta hurry because 17 batteries. It's not a lot. They're introverts, are they? They hang out with the lobsters. That would be awesome. Do people have lobsters as pets? I don't think so. I don't even know what you do. That'd be kind of sad too, because it's like a 100-year-old animal, just like in a tank. Crazy how old those things are. I saw a guy that saved lobsters from a restaurant and kept it as a pet. Oh man. He should have just they tag the female lobsters by like giving them a notch on the fin. He should just give it a notch and just pretend that it's a female and release it. I guess it all depends on where the lobster came from. Man, this thing's a little bit too... Go. Marine Leia. Marine Leia. I remember one time the Marine Leia. No, that story's not even good. I'm trying to think of the stories that I like think of, and then I'm like, I should tell chat that story, but I can never remember. Maybe it's not meant to be. All right, this one looks good. Just make sure this is nice and flat because it does not look flat. I want this to be like a little bit... Oh my goodness. Hold on. Now you guys can see like the totally is the side view. This looks better. Okay, what am I doing? I'm doing this thing. Something here. I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time. I really watch that many television shows like that. Alright, we're done with this. Let's get it off. You're gonna have to put your phone on the charger up at 15%. Oh my goodness. We're losing the battle. Eee. Okay, dead. Another one. Man. We have 3 left after this one. I talk about random stuff, that's for sure. The twirl design? That's just from my, actually I do a twirl on some my green teacups. Oh my goodness. On my green teacups, they have more an intense twirl, but every single one is kind of different. Yeah, those are on my website and my Etsy, which they're pinned in the comments, and they're pinned in the chat, but they're also the same as this YouTube channel, and they're also in my bio on my YouTube too. It's all the same across the board. Push this out a bit. There we go. Beep bop, boop bop. This slows down a bit. I need a little bit of to make my hands slippery on the inside. I got a little bit of clay at the bottom, that's why it's kind of like pushing. It's like a little lopsided a bit. Blah, 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 blah. I need to change my timing belt on this thing. Is it a timing belt? I'm thinking of a car. Goodbye, TM. I'll see you. Gotta get that charger. Where's this thing? Like that. There we go. Looks pretty good to me. Wooden knife. Usually I would tell people to stop the wheel to get that, but you know, I'm a pro, so. Alright, sponge on a stick. This thing is like dying for water because I'm using slip, which is pretty much just a very watery clay. Alright, this looks pretty good. I'm checking to see if this top lip area is flat, because when I do go to trim it, it's important that it's flat for me, so that it doesn't kind of mess up my trimming, if that makes sense. Because if it's not, then it's kind of lopsided. Okay, let's get this thing off. I'm wasting too much time. Twist and lift. Another one. Alright, this is the third one. We have 2 more. YouTube is a small world. I didn't think that, I thought, you know, because I grew up watching YouTube. I didn't really watch, I watched movies, I watched shows, but I mostly was watching YouTube growing up, which is crazy. Like, to think about, like, I guess even TV, like, you have all that at your fingertips. The 2000s, I feel like there was very trashy TV happening. So maybe that's a good thing that I did YouTube, but I feel like there was so much drama on YouTube when I was growing up. And, like, as a child, just watching that is just, like, insane. But, what was I trying to say? Yeah. I'm saying that the world, YouTube world, that all to say that, like, I thought more people watched YouTube, but, you know, it's only a sliver, I feel like. I'm trying to think of who I watch now. I watch a lot of, like, cabin builds and stuff. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I saw a text message. Murdano Leah? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry if I say that wrong. You know I have name anxiety, so you have to be nice on me with name pronunciations. That's very sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, it's looking good. That is a good texture for slip. It probably looks crazy on camera. Isa was having trouble saying Isa. I was having trouble saying my own name. My own name, was that? I don't even know. Am I late? You are not late. Well, we do have two more left, so I mean, kinda, maybe not. You're pretty addicted to live streams. That's what I've heard. I heard people like to watch it while they work, or, you know, have background noise, which I think totally makes sense, because when I'm working, sometimes I don't want to listen to music. I don't know. I kind of like hearing, like, voices in the background. So, oh my goodness. I'm getting a little bit more height here. Okay, that's perfect. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. A little bit was not working. A little bit wacky. You have yeah, I know, and then I always feel bad if they tell me their name and then I forget it, because that happens all the time. Yeah. The worst is, like, you've met them before and it's been a long time, and so you can't ask their name, because then you're just, like, look like a bad human. And so you're just kind of like, oh gosh, what do I do? But that's when you introduce someone else, and then you have them say their name to them. But then, you know, they kind of know that you don't know their name. That's a trick. That's a trick. If you really don't know someone's name, it's been too long, and you can't ask their name, you introduce them to someone else, and then they'll say their name. Or I just ask some random people what their name is. Okay. Let's get the slip out of the middle. And then this one's done. This one's done. I remember your name, and then it's awkward. It's awkward when you, yeah, it's super awkward. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at names. Honestly, with YouTube, maybe it's because I see your guys' name, but I do remember, I think maybe it's the icons too. I remember the icons a little bit better. What's the thing that I'm doing? It's called ceramics, but like even a step further, it's on the wheel, and we call it throwing. So throwing on the wheel is what it's called. I guess it's called throwing because I guess we throw the piece onto the wheel. I don't know. I gotta look that up. Alright, second to last one. We have one more after this, which is great. I did not think I was going to not be good at production today, but I was like, I wonder if I will enjoy production today. I don't know. For those of you that are just tuning in that are new, I haven't stepped in the studio for a little bit. You're just a friend. Yeah. Oh man. I remember, like, if there was someone in the house as a kid, I would not come out because I didn't want to interact. I think that's a lot of people's, you know. From school. It is so strange, like, you see people out and about from, you know, high school or elementary or middle, and you're like, I wonder if they recognize me. They probably do, though. I think I'm pretty recognizable, but I don't know. I never know. Do you guys like say hi, or are you the ones to like dart away if you like see someone from like high school or like middle school or college or something, or anything, I guess. Mom, you have a lot of friends. Friends, acquaintances, oh my goodness. I think I say hi. I say hi if I see someone. But then again, sometimes I don't know if they recognize my face. You'll say hi. That's good. I think it's awkward if you don't say hi. But my other thing is, like, sometimes I'm like, I don't even know if they know who I am, because I was pretty quiet, I think, as a child. Well, somewhat. I feel like I stayed in my little friend group, I think. I don't know. Maybe someone's listening or like watching and they know me. They're like, she was not quiet. No, I think I was pretty quiet. Remember high school, I didn't really do many. I got out of school early because I do a lot of classes online. Enjoyed it better. Okay, this one's a little bit too big. I'm trying to color it in a bit so that it's not massive. everything is flinging. There we go. Sometimes it'll just stick. It depends on the energy level. I'm always surprised when someone remembers me. So that's why sometimes I'll just kind of like smile at them. But I never think people remember me. But then they do. And I'm like, oh, you remember me? It's weird. I don't know. The sponge needs water. It is dying. Okay. Alright, let's get the sponge on a stick and make the inside nice and pretty. Yeah, I think it is funny. I feel like I definitely grew into myself and from looking back. Okay, this one looks good. Okay, we're spending too much time on this thing. Let's get this out of here. Alrighty. Done. Alright. If this one goes well, we only had one fail. Out of 14 plus 14 is what? 28? Plus 12? 40? I thought I had 50, but no, I wouldn't have had 50 because a little less than that. This one's not quite centering. Oh my goodness, this one is not centering. YouTube outgoing, yeah. I enjoy watching the live streams too. I think they're pretty fun. I was watching the other day. I was watching this one guy and he was like making sushi. But then like the chat was so like hostile. It was kind of scary. The chat was kind of hostile and I was like, ooh, I feel so. I'm kind of scared. I don't know what was happening. A little bit too fast with the wheel speed, but I don't feel like changing it. I'll go a little bit slower. You only watch a handful of live streams. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting live streams. Sometimes I'll like scroll through because I'm just like curious on what else is there. Oh my goodness. There's like a bubble. You guys see that? Why does it look so lopsided? My goodness. My goodness. Let's see if we can fix this. Also, sometimes I'll watch live streams to see if I can improve, because I don't know. Sometimes I just get tired, so I'll just revert back to my way of live streaming. Oh my goodness, you see that bottom? It's gonna blow through. But the trick is this compression right here kind of helps a bit. Oh! Let's see if we can fix this. I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. Oh gosh, oh gosh. The last mimsy. No. Okay, we're gonna make it into a bubble. Again. Into a bubble. And have a pop. Dang, okay, now we have 39. We didn't get to 40. It is what it is. But I mean, 2 out of 40. Or 2 out of 42. No. Yes, 2 out of 41. Oh my goodness. Can I do math? See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not good at maths. Maths. Alright. The bubble. Fun. Fun. Alright. 2 out of... Too bad. Let's clean up this thing. It's kind of like the most... My wheel was super clean when I first started, but now it is not. Usually don't clean it that often. Alright, hold on, let me get some water for this thing. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. I mean, I feel like ceramics kind of has good people watching. I don't know. And I'm gonna wash this thing. I was going to I gotta add the toppers to these after, but I should be doing a live stream of me. What am I trying to say? Live stream of me trimming these tomorrow. So if you'd like to see that, you can always subscribe and turn on the notifications. But you know, that's up to you. So anyway, that's it. That's all I have. Aw, I'm so glad you remember me. That's really good to hear. It's always so like crazy that you guys enjoy my work. It's wild. It's wild. Oh, thank you for the floating heart. Trimming stream tomorrow. The time? Oh my goodness. See, the trouble is we're doing some work, and so I should be doing it. We're doing some construction, so the trouble is probably later in the day. I just don't want it to be there's construction happening, so I don't want it to be too loud while I'm streaming. What the heck? Alright, that's all. I'm glad I cleaned that though. But anyway. Super zoomed in. Oh, thanks, Asia. Asia, maybe that's very sweet. Okay, bye, Kev. So good to have another stream. My goodness. Forgot how fun it is. Alright. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in.